everyone. So today we are joined by Renata Roberts, who is the Chief Corporate Service Officer at Bloomfield Group. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, who are Bloomfield Group? What do you guys do?
Bloomfield Group are a family-owned mining and engineering business that operates out of the Hunter Valley in New South Wales.
Beautiful. Wow, what a nice spot.
It is lovely.
So what influenced you to go down this career path and get into the mining industry?
Look, I actually finished up high school not really knowing what I wanted to do for a profession. So I did a double degree in psychology and education, and I majored in mathematics. And when I finished university, I actually was a psychology and maths teacher at a school in the suburbs of Victoria. I was 21 years old, teaching year 11 and 12 students who were all a lot taller than me. And very quickly, after realising that I wasn't that thrilled about all boys year 10 maths class on a Friday afternoon, I got a role in recruitment. And then it was probably only a few months into that role that an entry-level HR position came across the desk, and it was for a smelting resource and mining company called Pasvinco. And that was in 2002, and that's where my career started in mining, and it hasn't finished.
Wow, cool. So I guess there's a few misconceptions that can be around that, a career in mining is high vis and in the mines. Well, you're clearly not right now.
That's correct. That's right. I'm actually been in the corporate roles for all the time. And right now at Bloomfield, I've been here since 2012, and I'm responsible for safety and health, human resources, industrial relations, IT, contractor, audit management, and training and competency across the group. So
busy.
Small portfolio there.
Yeah, I was going to say, very busy. So when we're talking pathways for high school students, what are some of the pathways and what's involved with the mining industry and Bloomfield Group?
So a part of my role is to oversee the talent pipeline for the business, where we have programs such as work experience, vacation students, graduates, trainee operators, and apprenticeships. So I'll tell you a bit about some of them. So our operator trainee program, it's proven to set participants up for a rich and rewarding career in our sector, where they gain a wide cross-section of skills, including the operation of a dozer, a grader, a loader, and haul truck. A lot of people come to us there with absolutely no experience in mining at all, some wanting to change career because they started somewhere else, and many people from straight from school as well. So the other one's our vacation students and our graduates work, where they actually are supported and guided by an experienced professional in their chosen technical field. And we've had quite a number of different ones over the year, from mechanical engineers, mine engineers, electrical engineers, accounting, HR, safety, health, and in IT as well. And then there's our apprentice program, and we've had that operating at Bloomfield for many years. We've had over 230 apprentices engaged through that program, and they're in trades such as plant mechanics, boiler maker, fitter, electrician, and a machinist. So you can hear from that, there's a lot of different pathways and a lot of diverse opportunities for people to actually step into the industry.
There really is, isn't there? Like, there's so many opportunities. I'll definitely have to link those down below, because that sounds like some amazing opportunities right there. Now, can you tell us what maybe the best program that you've been involved in to attract students into a career in mining? Is there something that has stood out to you over the years?
Yeah, look, one of my favourites, we created a program called Educators Meets Industry, and it partners the mine with local educators to create that positive working relationship with the industry, because we find that a lot of people don't actually understand how many diverse opportunities there are in our industry.
Yeah.
So when we had a lot of dropping applications around our apprentices and our vacation students, we needed to promote that industry, and we found a number of educators or career advisors particularly, that we gave an opportunity to have actually boots on the ground experience of the variety within our sector. So it gave them the opportunity to come to the site. They spent a full week with us, spent half a day in each of the functions, and got to be mentored by a talented member of our team. and took them through exactly what it's like to be in their role, what subjects they needed to do, the kind of attributes, character, the type of people you work with, and what we found was the career advisors said that they learned so much that week, just getting in amongst it, being able to actually really genuinely see what was needed of the students, and then they got to go back and actually really share that with the students and promote our industry.
Yeah. Wow. How fantastic. What a great experience. Like, I guess, there's such it's such a good way to learn with, hands-on experience. Like, you can read something in a book, but when you're on the ground and you're actually speaking to these people and you can ask questions, it sounds like a really cool way to hear about the industry.
Yeah. They also got to put the hard caps on and the high vis and the hard hat and everything. So they really felt like a miner.
Well, they might have wanted to change jobs themselves. You might have been pinching all the career advisors around the state, and they might have all joined the mining industry after that.
They could have had that potential.
Now, what advice would you give to students out there who are listening? And I guess, it's a confusing time when you're at high school, especially at the moment. What advice would you give to them right now?
Well, I'd encourage students, if you're interested in mining, to find out when your next career fair is on and look out for that booth, because there's a lot of companies that go representing mining at those fairs, and go and discuss with them the opportunities and have a good discussion with what they have available. Or look out for, or talk to your career advisors and find local programs in your area that are run by mining companies. A lot of us do tours, school tours or work experience programs, or something like the Educators Meets Industry, and find out if there's anything in your local area that you can actually get that opportunity to go and actually experience and talk to someone from the mine. But I also encourage you to be bold. Go and research mining, find the businesses around the areas that you're interested in, and actually pick up the phone or send an email through the website and ask to speak to someone about some more information. In my 20 years of being in the industry, it's shown me that the people in this industry are so passionate about being in it. They love to talk about it. They love to have opportunities like I have today to tell people that it's a great industry, and they want to share the information and share the journey that they've had with you. And it's the best way to really understand the role and really understand what it is that you'd have to do when you're in there. So I think take a chance, keep studying STEM, apply yourself to a trade or look out for that trainee position, do the research in our industry and the companies, be bold, make contact and show organisations you're self-driven, and then get your boots on the ground in the mining industry, because you'll not regret it. You'll find it's got a very rewarding career ahead of you.
Yeah, that's awesome advice. And as you mentioned earlier too, the preconceptions of mining and then the reality of how many roles are actually available, I'm sure you'd find something that's for you. With the vast majority that is available, there'll be something for you in mining that you're going to love. And yeah, as you said, just get in there, make a call, research, and yes, STEM is definitely important. Those subjects while you're still at school, that's what you should be doing.
That's it. That's it.
So if students are listening and they'd like to find out more information about Bloomfield Group and the things that you've mentioned today, where should they head?
If you go to our website, just Google Bloomfield Group, we're in the Hunter Valley, and you can find out more about us. And there's also a lot of other industry chambers in New South Wales. There's the New South Wales Minerals Council, and then there's the Australian one, the Minerals Council of Australia as well. So lots of resources out there to connect you into the mining industry and back to Bloomfield.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And it was great to get your insights on the mining industry and Bloomfield Group in particular. Thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca.